Monday, the 11th of September. Well, busy weekend. 8 orders in over the weekend, which makes it the most successful weekend yet. Some of them were a bit tricky. One of them kind of had 3 errors in it, which is disappointing, but kind of I can see how it happened. Kind of some trans light blue was mislisted as, or some trans was mislisted as trans light blue. So the part numbers dropped, as you'd expect from a bunch of orders, down to 96 and well, nearly 97,000. But we're gonna get past 100,000 this week. That is for sure. I'm dedicated to that. It's quite a busy week, so I might not have a whole lot of time to be kind of doing vlog stuff, but things are going well. According to Bricklink, we've done 133 orders now and are up to 14 fans. Feedback's pretty good. Always happy with the feedback, especially when it's talking about speed and good service, because ultimately that's what you remember, isn't it? Obviously, if the parts were crap, you'd be pissed off, but yeah, as long as that feedback keeps coming in, that's good. And I've been quite diligent in leaving feedback to make sure that, because I feel like, you know, as a buyer, their bit's done, right? They've paid the money, they've made an order. What else can I wait for? So I get that done as soon as I can. I've got a batch that I need to do later today. The vlog went online on Sunday evening, as it did the previous week. 108 views already, a couple of comments, which is good. Pretty much about storage expansion and stuff like that, and I'll show you where I got up to with that so far. Definitely one for the OCD fans out there. But up to 398 subscribers, so fingers crossed we'll tip over that 400 subscribers this week, up past 100,000 parts and into the 400 subscribers. Interestingly, I was looking on Bricklink in terms of stores in Western Australia, and I'm the 7th biggest. Obviously, Brick Warehouse, the one where I went to, they've got over 1 million parts in theirs. Jace Bricks is second at 643,000, so I've got a long way to go for that. There's a bit of a jump up once you go past that 100,000. There's one at 103, one at 109, and then there's a massive jump up to Basil's Bricks, which is at 149,000. So we've got a fair old way to go to challenge that, and to be honest, I don't think I have the space to get there either. But we are sitting at number 7 in Western Australia. I haven't looked at what that means across the nation, but very pleased with that. Okay, busy weekend, as I said, kind of eBay sales and stuff like that, so I did lots of that. But in terms of the orders, only one from Brickowl over the weekend for those pearl light grey, which is kind of like an early silver. It turns out I had to Google it to figure out what it was. Another small order, but a repeat purchaser. There's quite a few repeat purchases in here actually, as is this one. Some light grey and some white and stuff like that. 79 items, 9 lots, and that's a repeat purchaser. The Wampa, although I only had one of the little Wampa ears, unfortunately, is another repeat purchase, and that one's going off to Tasmania. Good little set, that one. This one is 23 lots. This is a tricky one. I've messaged the buyer on this. This thing came up before. It is 2 centimeters tall before you even put the packaging on it, right? So you can squeeze it into one of these envelopes, no problem. But it's a bit of a squeeze, and you know, if it gets bashed about, it's under threat of being smashed, that piece. But otherwise, a good order, nice little variety of things, a lot of sand green, a lot of dark red. So yeah, good little order, that one. Don't think that's a repeat buy, no. This one, just kind of some dark red and white wedge plates and a couple of other tiny little bits. This is the one that had all the errors within it. I couldn't find a 1x6 sand green brick for some reason, and I had 17 of these listed, but actually some of them were just trans. So another kind of lesson learned about that first batch of inventory that I went in and added at the beginning. My accuracy there kind of has been a little bit lacking, so a little bit of an audit here and there in terms of checking what we've got and what we don't have. Okay, this next order, all sorts of good stuff in there. A lot of light grey, dark grey, black stuff. A little pickaxe, but 185 items, 27 lots was pretty decent, and a monster minifigure order with some weapons as well. A whole load of Mandalorians. That guy out of the Fang Fighter, the pilot out of that. This little fella. The buyer actually messaged me to make sure that they came with their body part accessories, which kind of I'd never even thought that people might split those out unless they were parting out the whole minifigure, but clearly some people do. So yeah, a whole bunch of Mandalorians and stuff like that. Obviously recreating the scene from the film, perhaps. So yeah, good 8 orders over the weekend. It made for the best weekend, which made last week's the biggest week of sales as well. Week 36 was a total of 27 sales, which the highest before that had been 19, so quite a leap. 3.9 sales a day. You can't grumble at any of that. Not bad for a week's worth of selling, really, which makes September look amazing. But again, Bricklink, Brick Freedom stats saying that total sales is up 164% when last month's sales were 69 is just simply not accurate. So nothing you can really do with that. Where are we at? Kind of a third of the way through the month, roughly. We're doing pretty well. Kind of, we're probably more than halfway on last month's total sales. 29 minifigures, a good spread of stuff this month, with black streaking out in front of everything. Definitely the winner. And obviously over the weekend, the UCS Venator, see if I can find a picture of it. Venator set was leaked. Someone found it in an airport, which don't know, seems a bit sus to me. There it is. Everyone's posted it, all the usual suspects. Right, let's have a look at this picture. Yeah, there it is. This does look an incredible set. I particularly like where I were in there. It looks like there's like a little docking port that maybe there's going to be some like micro builds in there, which would be fantastic. One of the things I have noticed in a lot of the images is everyone was saying that pauldron was going to be printed, but that looks like a fabric pauldron to me. Fingers crossed. And Captain Yular and there, not great pictures of those yet, but there's definitely pretty decent. Like it's got a big old back end in terms of those boosters and stuff like that. So looking forward to that one. Wonder what the price of it's going to be. I haven't really released any of that kind of information yet. So yeah, this week really the focus is going to be on getting past that 100,000 parts mark. We've got plenty of sets that we can part out to do that. And I was going to show you the progress on the draws, wasn't I? Here we go. This is one for the OCD fans out there. Kind of 1x3s and 1x4s and 1x5s, all in that drawer. Oh, it's luxurious having this space. 1x6s, 1x8s. Yeah, 1x6s, 1x8s in there. Oh, colour coding galore, isn't it? And lots of room for more parts, which kind of did feel pretty good. Then we get into the bricks, and then all of the drawers follow the same pattern with dark grey at the back, black, light grey, white, mixed colours at the front, which was really satisfying going through doing that. And again, more space. So I've half filled up these drawers, brackets and slopes. These were taking up so much room, which is good. I won't keep going. Shall I keep going? Keep going. Everyone loves a bit of Lego, don't they, in a drawer? Yeah. Oh, slopes. Found some miscellaneous pieces in the wrong part, in the wrong like trays and stuff like that, so they need to be put away. But other than that, that's the plan for the week, really. Just kind of getting more parts in there, and building up the inventory past that 100,000 mark. So yeah, got a few things to take to the post office this morning. Some eBay sales over the weekend. I can take all the packaging back to the lockup now that kind of spurt of selling on eBay is over. And I do need to order some more boxes, especially these smaller boxes. These cute little boxes are pretty good. And I probably need to start thinking about ordering some more of these card mailers, because we're more than halfway down that. And at that kind of pace of orders, we'll get through those in no time. So best get those ordered. Need to bring some more of these bigger ones back from the lockup. So yeah, lots as always to kind of focus on. The storage thing seems to be under control for the time being. We'll see how we go after we've parted out all of that Black Panther 2 busts. And there's a couple of smaller Star Wars set mechs that have now been added to the inventory on Bricklink, so those can get parted out and added in. And obviously we've got Eldorado sitting in the lockup as well to be parted out, which I don't think I'm going to get to this week. If I do the Black Panther and some other bits and pieces, get some smaller sets cleared out so there's more room in the cupboards for whenever the next sales come along, and we can get some more fresh sets with a bit more variety in there. So yeah, right, I best crack on. Speak to you in a bit. It's Monday afternoon, 4:30. 2 part outs done. 3 of the Boba Fett mechs even, and 3 of the Darth Vader mechs, all catalogued and inventoried and put away. Empty cups, leaving them out just in case I'm going to do another one, which I might do depending on what the evening looks like. Got a couple other things I need to just squeeze in before the end of the day. So given that those mechs were pretty cheap to buy, it's adding 921 pieces, 114 unique lots for a value of $368. So what are they, like $23 each? 6 times 23, can't do the maths. 6 2 2 6 is 120. Can't do the maths, hang on. Oh, it's late in the day. 23 times 6 is 138. So it's 2 and a bit times the part out value for them, which I don't think is bad, to be honest, for what it is. There's a couple of interesting pieces in there, like the new long big lightsaber for Darth Vader, and some black parts that I haven't had before, and that takes us back to 97,463. We've had one more order come in through the day, which I'm about to pick. There's some I think I'm going to get cleared out of a few bits and pieces, judging by the look of it. I don't know where we're at on over here. Got a new comment. Oh, someone's liked a comment. Let's see where we're at. Oh, 398 still. It's gonna be agonizing. I can tell now. I'm aware of numbers because I wasn't thinking about it until somebody commented on it. Oh, execute order bricks. Execute order 66 bricks or whatever it was. What is his name again? It's slipped my mind now. Execute order 60 bricks. That's it. Fantastic name. I hadn't actually thought about it until he mentioned it in a comment, so now it's all I'm thinking about, which is ridiculous. Anyway, go and pick this order and I'll give you a look at that once I'm done. And there's the order. It is 231 items, 16 lots. Cleared me out of the dark blue ingots, a bunch of light blue-grey ones, a lot of dark tan and a bit of tan, some flowery garden bits, 50? No, was it 50 of them? Might have been 50 of those things. No, it was 50 of those 1x1 plates. And some more dark red, which is undoubtedly one of the most popular colours of the week already. A lot of that going out. So, nice little order from WA as well. So it's a local one, but a little bit too far to collect, I guess. Postcode's a bit of a way from here, so all good. It's going out in domestic parcel as well, which is good. pop that in a little box, get that ready. I've missed the post now, but that one's ready to go for tomorrow already. So just going to sort out the minifigures from those mechs, and then have a think about whether or not I'm going to do another little part out, or whether or not I'm going to save it till tomorrow. Tuesday morning. One more person required to be number 400. I wonder who it will be. $3.99 was a user called 5star281. So keep an eye on that through the day, just in case we tip over the 400. But you never know when it will happen. 2 more orders in overnight, as well as the one that was already there. Oh, jeez, nearly fell over. One Brickowl, one Bricklink, fairly reasonable, modest orders. First one, just some bricks, essentially. I'm not sure what you call them types, but what are they? Stood on the side bricks and stuff like that, and some Technic bricks. And then the Bricklink one, a bit of a mixed bag, a windscreen, which again kind of is 2 centimeters tall, and you know, just going to try and get in that little envelope because of the height restrictions. Bricklink probably need to have a little think about that, don't they? Yeah, so those 2 ready to go. Just need to put the labels on and stuff like that. And then the next challenge for the day is this monster bag of parts from the Black Panther set. I did another little part out last night. Just kind of a, not sure what you'd call it. I think it was like two Christmas Easter eggs type characters and an egg, which took us over 98,000, so close to 99,000 parts. Yeah, that's the set. I did the Easter chicks, did a couple of those. So that was what, 4 different sets parted out yesterday. It's pretty good. Still plenty in the cupboard to get through, which is good. Sorry, the phone ran out of space because I haven't been deleting enough things. Yeah, so I went through and updated all of the inventory sets with the things that had sold on eBay, so that's all done. And I added Stripe payments as well. I was watching a couple of YouTube videos of other sellers last night, and kind of one was talking about bank transfers and one was talking about Stripe, and it did dawn on me that I do know that quite a few people are quite anti PayPal. I'm never quite sure why. I think it's the fees and the fact that they freeze accounts sometimes and things like that, but maybe there's a more political reason for that, I'm not sure. But anyway, so I've added credit card payments to that overnight as well, and that maybe that'll help bring in some more sales. Don't know. I think most people have PayPal, but on the occasions when people don't, probably worth offering an option. So I've added that in. So I'm going to get these packages off to the post office early doors, and then come back, finish the job that I need to do this morning, and then this afternoon is going to be getting into this part out, and I think it's going to have to be done in stages because I don't have enough space or cups to get all of that out at once. So a bit of a challenge ahead on that one, but good one to have, and it will take us over that 100,000 if I can get it all done today. It could take me a while though, so who knows. But so one last little check before we go. Nah, still 399. We will wait. I'll come back when it's 400. All right, catch you in a bit. Tuesday afternoon, nice little order just came in for the usual suspects kind of parts, a lot of wedge plates and some other Star Warsy looking stuff, a bit of Technics gear going on. 39 items, 8 I think, another one going for Express, which I'm good, it's good. Gives me a chance to use my Express tape, always happy with that. 17 bags in this Black Panther set, of which I am up to number 6, and I've been kind of putting stuff away as I went. So this is everything that still needs to find a home. It is giving me some challenges in terms of space for some things, especially 2x8 bricks. That's going to take up a hell of a lot of room, so I'm thinking one of those 5 litre tubs might be the answer for that. But kind of 5 bags through, got to put all this stuff away, and then I'll continue with that and do a little bit more, and then go to the post office with this express parcel so it goes out today before the end of the day. So yeah, sorting. The time is 4:20. What a monster session this has been. All 17 bags, my foot. There's like 4 or 5 bags numbered 17, and then there's bags within bags. That is a lot of plastic, which, I don't know, I'm no eco warrior, but it's not right, is it? Look at all that. Incredible. So, there's a lot of bricks. 5,000 bricks is a lot of bricks. And there's a lot of purple. So, with Halloween coming, maybe that'll be a good thing. This is all stuff that's in 2 litre or 5 litre containers. That's all stuff that's already in overflow. That's an order that came in whilst I was picking. 204 items, 42 lots. It's the 3rd time that person's bought from me, so that's amazing. And then all of this, those 2x6s, and all of this so far is what doesn't fit in the drawers that they started in. There are so many of these kind of like curved slopes and more curved slopes, long curved slopes. There is a lot of slopes. There's more in there. Those kind of staggery ones. Yeah, there's a lot of curved slopes in that set. And I've still got to put away this stuff. There is so many of these. You might remember I said something about, oh, it's like they're taking it with a blue light. Well, there's a whole drawer of them, coloured, whatever colour they are, I'm not sure. Is it Indio, trans, purple, whatever? Yeah, there is a lot of bricks in that 5,000 something bricks. Kind of filled up a lot of drawers. There's a bit of sorting going to be needed to do, kind of in the plates area. Just chocker now. Got like piles and piles of these 2x3s. There's loads of these kind of dark pink. I don't know, can't remember what colour that is. More 2x3s in there. Yeah, we're gonna have to have a rethink about where we're going with all this stuff. We've obviously got the drawers down there that we can start putting stuff in, so that's good. We're gonna need it. But I'm thinking these 2x bricks need to go in one of those kind of 5 litre containers, of which I don't have one spare, so might need to put them to one side and deal with that another day. Maybe just stick them in a bag in an overflow box for now. So I'm going to get putting away the final parts of this. Whilst I was out, a little order arrived, some Indiana Jones. It was better buying the figures from Germany than it was trying to buy the sets, and some of them that I keep selling out of as soon as I've got any. So, yep, that's got to go in the store as well. But first up, kind of finish putting stuff away, and then putting this lot away, and then start finding the 2 litre, 5 litre containers for all of that stuff, and then rehoming all of this stuff. It's a pretty big job to kind of do that. I think I'm going to start using the overflow containers, which are actually tucked behind those drawers there. They're kind of just sitting behind it. Overflow 2's down there at the moment, and a bin full of minifigures that I need to sort out. So, yeah, right, let's get on with it. Time's cracking on, eh? I've still got an order to pick. Okay, 6:10. It's taking me pretty much the best part of the day in and out of doing actual work to get all of that sorted, put away, drawers rearranged, tidy up, all of that. Whew, it's a mammoth task, so just going to kind of upload it to Bricklink. Camera's a bit wonky in it, sorry. It'll take a little while as he's got to think about nearly 6,000 parts, 5,960, 309 lots, almost 10 kilograms, 9.5 kilograms pretty much of bricks. Those little shelves starting to creak and strain under the pressure. So there's everything in the Brick Store file, or the BSX file as it seems that people are calling it. Yeah, there's some volume in the parts, that's for sure. It's the first time I've done a really big set. It's probably the biggest part out I've done. And it's good in terms of adding quantity, volume, but man alive, it takes some logistics when you've got limited space. So there we are, 5,960 items, 309 unique lots, totaling $2,150. Let's get it up there. Send out the wanted lists. Go shop, people. There's been another order in whilst we were... So, dun dun dun. 104,540 parts. Wow. Given that originally I was thinking, if we got to 120 by Christmas, we'd be doing amazingly well. Flying. Only 3,000 or so off being the 6th biggest store in Western Australia. I'm not competitive, honestly. I'm not much. And then over on, this guy's a good vlog. Man, he's got a big setup. If you fancy watching something, it's pretty good. He's very financially driven, which is really interesting. Oi! 400 subscribers, and the 400th was 5-star 281. There you go, 400, amazing. Look at that. When do we start? June, I think. June, July, August, September. 100 a month. Wow, some going, eh? Let's have a look what that means to the monetization chart. Where are we? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much tracking equally, aren't they? I haven't done any shorts this week again. God, I need to get on with that, don't I? 400 subscribers. Yeah, that's brilliant. Fantastic. Yeah, so 2 orders. Where's Brick Freedom? 2 orders to pick. Now I've done all of that. One of them's fairly big. Go to home. 2 orders to pick. So the first order is pretty much Star Warsy stuff. Dark grey, light grey. I think I mentioned this is the 3rd time this guy has bought from me, which is fantastic. And then the other order is a bit of space stuff. So it is trans dark blue plate 1x1s and those minifigure utensil loud hailers. Fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to go on and pick those 2 orders and see what else comes in overnight. But a good day's work taking us to 104,000. Oh, that's quite an achievement. I am pleased with myself, I'll have to be honest. Pretty damn pleased with myself. Well, get on with the picking. Wednesday morning, I woke up to an email from Brickowl saying I'd been suspended because my PainPal is no longer valid. And then checked out PayPal, and this is what it says, that they no longer want to do business with me. So I've just got off the telephone with them. The customer service person I spoke to can't see anything wrong with the account, can't see any violations. I've checked the ATO, I've checked feedbacks on both Brickowl and Bricklink to make sure that there isn't a customer issue that I need to solve. So yeah, a bit kind of shocked. It's funny because only yesterday I was saying some people have a problem with PayPal, and I've always been such a big fan of theirs. But yeah, having spoken to the customer service person, they thought that it perhaps is just an error, so they've escalated it to the back office to review, but that could take 24 to 72 hours to be resolved either way. So at the moment we're dead in the water, so to speak. There's no PayPal, there's no payments from Bricklink, there's been no orders overnight as you'd expect. So yeah, that's never happened to me before. I have another PayPal account that I use for some other projects that I work on, and never had a problem at all. So I'm really not sure. Just gonna have to sit it out and wait and see. Yeah, so there's no big news this morning other than that. There was the 2 orders that we had in yesterday, the 3-time repeat buyer, the little space collection, and then there was another order which was all light blue grey and a female stormtrooper figure, which is from one of the new sets, isn't it? It's from is it from the mech? Oh, I can't quite remember. That might be actually the Star Wars mech that I parted out, which would be good because that was pretty quick getting sold. So yeah, kind of get those orders packed and get them off to the post office later today. It's still only 6:30 in the morning, so post office is not open for a little while, and then get on with the rest of my day and wait at the mercy of PayPal, it would seem. Not ideal.
It is Wednesday afternoon. No progress on the PayPal front, and a busy morning actually doing some work. Did manage to pick this X-Wing up off of Facebook Marketplace for a decent price. I did have a message on Instagram telling me I shouldn't talk about Facebook Marketplace purchases and the grey market and stuff like that. But this certainly wasn't a dodgy deal or anything like that. Not that any of the others have been either, in my mind anyway. So paid probably 3/4 of the asking price for this set, so 300. So its part out value isn't massive, but it is another couple of thousand pieces and stuff that I don't really have in the store. So there's quite a few parts here that I don't have in this set. So I figured it was a good one, a good minifigure, the cockpit, the panels, a bit of UCS, so some good volume as well in terms of the parts. So this one can go to the pile, which has now all migrated up into the top cupboard. So that is the extent of the backlog for parting out. There's no deals on at the moment, so no hurry to get that. There's that, and then there's a couple of the Eldorado sets that are in the storage unit. So I'm going to continue parting out, even though we can't really sell anything right now. Got a couple of these sitting around waiting to be parted out. Pick them up with a bit of a discount, even though there seem to be a lot of them about at the moment. Both Lego stores around here have them in stock, and so do Maya, have loads. So from something that was rare as hen's teeth when it first came out, it's fairly easy to pick up now. I'm not sure what that's done to its investment value, but there you go. Nothing you can do about it, but the dark red parts in this sell well. The figures have sold intermittently, and the battle droids sell well, even though there is that battle droid battle pack coming, which sounds like it's going to be an absolute belter in terms of people picking that up. People are going to want lots and lots of them to army build, and I'll certainly be trying to get hold of a fair few of them for the store and for myself. So next up, parting out while we wait for PayPal to figure out what it is that I've done wrong. Hopefully we can get this sorted in the next couple of days before we head into the weekend, because we were on a flyer
and it's really taken the wind out of my sails. So plod along, keep going, and hopefully it'll sort itself out. So parting out next up, waste window, not quite the light up lightsaber one, but if you're interested, there's one in the store. Thursday 14th of September, and still no movement from PayPal. So there's no sales. Clearly nobody wants to pay by Stripe, even though I set that up, which was probably a good thing, but whether that's what stuffed it up, who knows. Business account frozen until PayPal get to it, which could be into the weekend, it seems. Not much you can do about it, really, isn't it? It's a bit deflating, but the show must go on, as they say. So over on YouTube, steadily climbing past the 400 mark into the 402s. Doesn't actually tell you who the new subscribers are, which means I can't give them a shout out. But thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. I have been parting out as we've been going along. God, my screen needs a dust, doesn't it? Working on this file, not that file. That's not the file I've been working on. That's one of the sets that I've parted out. This is the file I'm working on. Another 1,000 parts ready to go in. It's just little small sets that I've been working through. That fighter tank. What else did I do? There was a Jurassic Park set. That one, the fossil exhibition, and there was another set that I did, which was only small. Or the one that you get from IKEA, Bricklink or something like that, whatever it is. Just general kind of parts. I did use the time wisely in terms of consolidating and moving stuff. So we've got lots of empty drawers all of a sudden, which is great. The reason for that is that I did go to IKEA and get some more 5-litre tubs, really to alleviate the pressure on plates. There is a lot of plates. So they're there, and I've got some 2-litre tubs over this side. So I've put those 2x6 tiles in there and the 2x2 jumper plates in one of those, and we've still got some capacity in there. And then in the drawers, started to consolidate things a bit more. So everything was a bit scattered and a bit all over the place. So I'm just giving everything a little bit more room to maneuver, so that one-bys and stuff like that start to come together. What that means is we've only got 2 more drawers, these 2 that are fully empty, and then we're into drawers that are kind of got space, but random spaces. That does mean the original drawers that are in the wardrobe over here, I've also got quite a bit of space coming free in them. Like T5 was absolutely chocker, and now it's got a bit of room, so I've started to move the big dishes and things like that into here. I'm going to move these 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 2x10s that kind of are living in here across somewhere. Yeah, so there's a bit more room appearing everywhere, which is good. Kind of future-proofs us a little bit for as we're moving forward. We've got these spread out a bit more. These brackets, I've got room. These 3x4 or whatever, I don't know, 2.5x4, whatever they're classed as. Plates, slopes even, they're spread around. This one's the one that needs sorted out today, because there's some more of those, but in black, some more in black. And I think there is kind of more kind of tucked in and around everything else. So this is one of the ones that I'm going to try and sort out today. That one's pretty good, plenty of room in there kind of to sort that out, and more room in there to spread out the 1x3s. And the good thing about these trays is, you can just transplant the whole drawer by just lifting that out, if that's what you want to do. If you want it to be more sequential, that bricks are all together and plates are all together, which is good. And then the other one that needs sorted out is the 1x1 bricks. They're all in there. they're kind of consolidated with these kind of, don't know what you call those, curved bricks. Yeah, but they're getting a little bit kind of ridiculous in there. Like it's a full tub of that. Whether I break that down into smaller drawers or whether they just go in one of those 2 litre tubs, I don't know. And then I've got another 5 litre back here, which I consolidated all of the 2x4 plates because they were starting to take up 4 or 5 different drawer spaces. So I just consolidated all of them into there. So yeah, just going to continue kind of doing that sort of stuff while we wait for something to happen on PayPal. And if it hasn't worked it out by the weekend, I'll have to think of another solution because, you know, we're losing out right now, and it's a bit frustrating. But I get that it's a process and you can't rush a process, but it's not what you want, is it? So yeah, as you can see, I've kind of started taking out the drawers that are empty because I did have a list. But the list isn't as effective as just having them on your desk and being able to see when you're doing part outs. So I'm going to continue with the smaller part outs until we get this resolved, just kind of building up the inventory. I think with that BSX file that I'm working on now, that will take us to being the 6th biggest store in WA. So we'll push on. I'm not sure what the 5th is, but I think it might be 109,000, so we're a little way off that. But that could be a good target for next week once we're back up and running in some form. So yeah, not going to be much else to report today, unless PayPal comes through. So until that happens, I will just crack on with the stuff that I'm doing. So having said there was no good deals around at the moment, both Target and Big W dropped a big Lego sale overnight. So we're on our way to Target on a travelator, not an escalator, just a little travelator. It's the longest travelator I've ever been on, I think, to Target, which is where I got the Ahsoka shuttle early. So we'll see whether or not they've got some good deals. Looking for a bit of variety, stuff that I haven't had in the store already, or some of those new sets at 20% off or more. So we'll see what we find. So I've been going around looking at the part out values for different bits and pieces. I thought that Star-Lord helmet would be good because of all the dark pearl grey stuff, but part out value is not amazing. What was good? Razor Crest is pretty good. The Temple of Doom set down there. That one's got a 3 times part out value. I thought those Jurassic Park ones would have good figures, but they didn't. Batman, did I look at that one? Yeah, I don't think it was amazing. Yeah, Minecraft basic bricks, isn't it? And the other one that had a good value was that one. That one's got 3 times value as well. So I might pick up a couple of these. I can't be bothered parting out a classic box like that. Thought that one might be interesting. I'm going to have a look at that, see what that part out at, you know, given that red bricks are pretty popular right now. Sorry if it's noisy in the background, but you know, it is a shop. But yeah, so I'm going to check that one out, see what else. Success in Target, so heading to Big W to see what else they've got. And doesn't look like it's quite the same discount, but you never know. They might have a bit better range. They may have some of the newer sets as well. Target didn't have any of those, but I know how much you love a good escalator. And keep you on your toes. I've even got some stairs, so I'll see you in there. Pretty much the same stuff in. Sorry. in Big W as there are in Target. Although they do have this Marvel set, which does have a 3 times part out value, probably because of the minifigs, I would imagine. Because the parts don't look amazing. But the part out value is pretty good. Have a little think about that one. They only have one of those in stock, but it's 20% off. It's pretty decent. Got a couple of Ahsoka shuttles, but obviously I've got enough of them going on. And I've got plenty of battle packs still. There's definitely no shortage of battle packs this time around, is there? But yeah, otherwise, not a great deal. Not a great deal of stuff to pick up. Might have a little think about that Marvel one, as I don't have any Marvel in the store at all. Friday morning, just finished doing a couple of quick part outs while we wait. Still waiting for PayPal to come back to me. Of course, if it says they're going to take between 24 and 72 hours, it's going to be 72, isn't it? So that's 48 hours done, and no word from them yet. Got to decide what to do on that front, whether or not I've switched to my personal profile rather than a business profile, or what I don't want to do is mess up that personal profile because I have subscriptions and things that come out of that. So completely in the dark until I hear from them. Not ideal, but at least it does give me an idea of what this week's title for the vlog's going to be, isn't it? Like, the pain of PayPal. 225 on last week's vlog, which is pretty good. 402 subscribers. It hasn't changed a great deal, but we did have an order. Someone paying with Stripe. A Anakin Skywalker from the Pod Racer, and some just standard parts, just 10 items. So that one's good to go. So, you know, there is an opportunity for people to buy, but I think people are so used to using PayPal. And with PayPal out of action, Brickowl is actually disabled. They turn you off if you don't have PayPal working, which again is a bit, okay, fair enough. And then they want you to tell you what you've done to rectify the problem. It's like, well, I don't know what I've done because PayPal don't really communicate with you. So today, done some parting out, as I said. This is the file that I'm working on at the moment. Currently sitting at just short of 3,500 parts, 621 lots. I've parted out fighter tank, a couple of speed champions. What was that? Oh yeah, that dinosaur one. I think I might have already showed you this yesterday. Can't quite remember. Couple of speed champion sets, the Lotus and the James Bond one, wherever that is on the file. There is a couple of each of those, and a couple of the Indiana Lost Tomb sets. I've still got, excuse me, I've still got sets that I could part out today. I might do one more this afternoon, just to, can't find a seal for an order, so I was just checking what set it's in. I mean, we're sitting at 104 and a half, so 3.5 on top of that will take us to 108,000. So we'll only be like 1,000 parts behind the sixth biggest store, which would move us into fifth. So I might do the UCS X-Wing just to push over that, and then we'll be pretty much achieved October's growth target already, which is great, obviously. But plenty to do in terms of my own day job. Got a big proposal to put together, so won't be doing any more parting out till later this afternoon. 20 to 10 now, so I need to crack on with the actual proper work of the day. So I'll let you know if anything changes with PayPal. I very much doubt it, and then it'll be the weekend, so they probably don't work the weekend. So decisions, but the pain of PayPal. It's the perfect title.